the video ends. Someone goes, "Is it over?"
Please, God, say it's over.
I know.
Weeping tears of joy if it's over.
And she backs up to let us hear a piece of it.
Hear a piece of what? The song?
Of the story.
Okay.
So she backs up to let us hear that piece, and then she pauses it and starts reading this poem. I was a whole page. And I said it like that because it felt like forever. And remember, she has this squeaky voice
Oh
that's
no.
muffled.
Oh no.
So either we're reading along or we're hearing a mouse scream.
We're hearing a mouse scream. And if you want that translated, talk to a mouse.
We're kind of doing both. We're listening and we're reading. Eventually, she just stops in the middle and goes, "Okay, I need you to annotate the first half."
Annotate.
We're starting to annotate, and she goes, "Okay, let me write it down with you." And she starts annotating, and she goes, "Okay, you should be done by now."
This woman ain't wrote nothing.
They-
You ain't gonna tell me she wrote nothing. You ain't gonna tell me she did.
Hold on.
It's not that she's a fast writer or anything. A
Looked up
second
on the
passed.
board, and she went to a whole different thing because at the bottom it's supposed to be white. It turned black. So, and hold on. This is the part that messed Mama up. Because we get in the class, she's supposed to do attendance. She shows all of our names and our middle names.
Said she ain't supposed to do that. She just basically supposed to call roll, but they sitting up there looking at everybody's middle name. Ooh, what's your middle name?
And
Smith. How you get a middle name like that?
all of us are just looking at each other's middle names. And I go, "Please don't say my name."
Good.
Someone else in the background goes, "That's
Juanita.
your middle name?"
I was staring at everybody's middle name.
And
Everything's up there.
And I'm not sure if it was that class or another class, but it felt like the same thing where the teacher called someone's middle name and they go, "Dang, who are you supposed to be talking to?" So she finishes that and she goes over to the thing, and the name of the story is "We Wear Our Mags."
Oh, I love that story.
We're supposed to annotate the first thing.
Oh.
And we start writing out our annotations, and she starts reading and annotating and stuff.
What is it with you and saying annotate?
And
Wait a minute, bro. Tip somebody. Call and roll.
yeah, she was calling roll. She goes, "Tony, okay, you're here. Milagros." He screams here. Everyone can hear this. Marks him as absent. "Okay, you're here. Okay, you're here." She goes, "Did I miss anybody?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm right here." And she goes, "You were just gonna make me mark you absent?"
What?
Exactly.
What is wrong with this teacher?
Everything, apparently.
So we're reading it. And then she goes, "Okay, let's go to the story." We get to the story. And she goes, "Remember, after this, you still have to do your DOL."
Class is over at 2:10.
No, it's 1:10.
1:10?
Mm-hmm.
I swear this woman started this thing at 1:08.
So we finish the story, we start annotating, and she goes, "Okay, here, you get a paper, you get a paper, you get a paper. Okay, that's that paper." She hands us out the second DOL. Okay, and she goes, "I need you to staple it and write your name on both sheets."
Baby, go change pants. Go change pants.
She goes, "Okay, come here. Okay, we're okay."
No. Told me it was like I got an extra
Hold
paper.
on. I go, "Teacher, you gave me an extra paper." She goes, "Okay, let me finish this, and then I'll come right over and get it." And then, like, she finishes whatever she's doing, and she comes past my desk. She grabs the story, she flips through and goes, "Okay, puts the story on top of the piece of paper that she said she was gonna get, and walks to the other side of the classroom.
No. When Toni was handed to her, she just said, like, I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to give you the paper.
So she goes, okay, I need you to hold on to that for me. And then okay, so this is how we're supposed to leave the classroom. You're supposed to get your story and your DOL. You're supposed to put your story in your folder and put that in your journal and put that away into the bin. Wipe off your desk and put the chair on the table. She skipped.
Staple it and stuff.
So she didn't staple it. So we're doing it, and the bell rings, and we're supposed to leave by then. We're still doing all of this stuff, and she goes, I need you to line up. And like half of us is still on the DOL, and the worst part is we get to the revising and editing, and we look at this one question and it confused us all because it said go to line 22. We have no line 22.
Where did it stop?
Paragraph 3.
Where did it stop?
And it said, show where golden is wrong. So I'm like, I go over to the person at my desk and I go, where? Someone.
They basically all was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone raised their hand and go, teacher, where's line 22? And she goes, well, if you read the story like you were supposed to do,
I don't like this
you
teacher.
would find it.
I don't like this teacher.
Just kept going.
And she goes back to the teacher's desk and sits on her phone and just starts doing whatever on the phone. And we're sitting here and we're just, bell rings, and all of us are trying. And she goes, okay, if you're not done, stay there. The rest of you, I need you to stay seated.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's the same thing.
Hold on. The bell's rung. If you're not done, stay there. Everybody else, stay there.
That's the same thing.
So we're all seated, and all of us finish. She goes, okay, I need you to put it in this bin. And she's walking around. She goes, did I miss anybody? Everyone's just like, no, we'll just, if you did, we'll just throw it on you.
We just gonna kill that person. We gonna do.
And so,
We about tired.
so, bell rings, we're okay. Everyone finished. We put the stuff in the bin. We put our stuff in the folders in our journal. And she goes, okay, I need this area. I need you to get your stuff, put it in the bin. Okay, and I need you to sit back down. We're supposed to be at lunch.
We're supposed to be at lunch.
So, she tells us, okay, everyone's got their stuff put away. And I put mine behind my back. Because she didn't call our table. So she just skipped over us, and I'm just like, yeah, mine's put away. And she goes,
Let's believe it is. Just put away real good. Let's go.
she goes, okay, I need everybody to line up. Everyone who didn't put their stuff in, we just threw it in. And she goes, I want you to put it in there neatly.
I'm trying to leave now.
We put our stuff in, and we just, whoever didn't have it in, it was too bad. We just closed it, we put it on top of the thing, we was okay.
It was okay.
So, she lines us up, and we're in the hallway, and right before we get to the hallway, she comes right next to me, and goes, okay.
Why is she always right next to you?
And
Of all
remember-
people.
Remember, in her squeakiest voice, she
And it's
goes,
muffled.
And loud.
yeah, she goes, okay, if anybody talks, we're gonna come back here to this classroom and we're gonna do it all over again.
Wait, in the lunchroom?
No,
No.
in the hallway.
In the
No,
hallway.
we're
We're
still
stair.
in the classroom.
She said,
Everybody else class left.
she said if they get in the hallway, they're talking, going back to the classroom, just walk
So-
again.
We're okay. We get out in the hallway and we start walking down. And she goes, "Did I hear someone start talking?" And someone turns around and pulls out a thing of duct tape and goes, "I dare you to talk again."
These people are resourceful.
Everybody.
I'm killing everybody.
If you got
I'm shoving folks in lockers. We're going down here. We don't break it.
She goes, she turns around and she goes, "Was that anyone I heard talking?" He does that. And Ellen just like, "No, not at all. Please, no."
Oh, baby.
We get halfway down there and she goes, "Was that someone I heard?" And we're like,
This
So-
woman's making it hard, ain't she?
Yeah.
we finally get down to the lunchroom and then someone is crying back there. Everyone in my class, we don't all know each other, so we're all hugging each other because we left the teacher.
Feel like y'all in a hostage situation. Finally got out. Finally free.
Exactly.
We get out, and so instantly she goes, "Okay, we can't talk because some of the people were talking," and like half of the class was like, "We don't care. We're away from the teacher. I don't really care if we don't have to talk during lunch."
So long as we ain't around Miss Malcolm.
Look, have to be out of the classroom by now.
Look, once I'm in the lunchroom, I don't have a lunchroom teacher. You null and void. You don't matter. Once I cross that threshold, you ain't a teacher.
We finally get in there, and we're all so happy.
You know they would. They would have this peach pie.
Freedom!
Exactly.
She was free.
Exactly.
Dang. Baby, do you need to start taking your lunch? No, that might not be good. You might get jacked for it.
Make too much noise, get hurt. Say teacher trying to teach.
It's like, who got snacks in here? Who got some in here? We gonna stay in here until lunch is past. Y'all gonna eat late.
Some teachers used to actually say that we will sit in here during lunch, like you will get your lunch and come back up here and you will have lunch detention with me.
At least I would still get
What's
lunch
the point?
because we
You know
were.
what? That's what the restroom for. I'm walking back in there.
Just eating the restroom.
No,
It's like,
no, I'm just being there till the bell ring. Once that bell ring, I can come on out. I'm sitting there and stare at you.
it's like,
Where was you? Where was you, Vicky? I was in the restroom. You was in the restroom this long? If you'd have came in, you'd have found out, wouldn't you?
It's
Don't
called
complain-
a bathroom break.
Don't complain about me being in the bathroom how long I was in there.
what's the longest class you've had besides reading?
That class.
What?
That class.
definitely that one.
That's the only class?
Look, that class could have only been 20 minutes, but I swear it felt like 5 hours, right?
5 eternities later.
Someone fell out that chair twice, and the teacher said, "Well, if you're gonna keep interrupting me, do you need to move chairs?"
And with that, I'd still fall out my
Wait,
chair.
hold on. That too.
Yeah.
But
That too.
She wasn't making too much
if,
sense.
Yeah.
if
For
the
some
person
plenty of stuff she said.
if the person is having a real medical whatever where they fell out, she just gonna punish everybody. We gotta start over because I was disrespected. Shit, you gonna be dead. I need to eat.
And
I'm hungry.
like,
What the hell is wrong with you?
I love the time. They check my back. And the person behind me had a backpack. And that's it.
Yeah, but they check my backpack because the color of my skin.
Yeah, yeah.
They do that to everybody. You ain't special.
Because I was black.
I can't stand people like that.
I asked Tony, I said, was she blonde?
Black and blonde do not go together.
You also
They
asked
really
me.
don't.
You
They
also
really
asked me if she had glasses.
Oh yes, I asked about that too.
Why?
I know she told us to get in groups, and half of us was happy because we just went to the other side of the room. We was like, "Are you asleep or are you trying to escape? You okay?"
Wait. Can I sleep with you? Okay.
And she would call on random groups, and I was in the group, and she already talked to me about something.
I told Tony, I said, half them folk ain't listen to this woman.
Mm-mm.
Because Tony she kept saying that. And in all her stories, she
It's
told us.
something.
I said, y'all ain't listening to that woman.
Starvation makes a person deaf, of course. That makes sense.
That and her loud, squeaky voice.
We was trying not to fall asleep.
Tony's ears probably was bleeding.
It's like, why is there red stuff on your... Are your ears bleeding? I thought that was a metaphor. No, you made that metaphor become reality.
Wait.
Can you try to imitate her voice, like the squeakiness?
No, because it's gonna kill me.
Thank you. I understand.
Okay, so any other funny classes? 'Cause that was apparently hilarious.
To you, not for me. I was dying.
She was suffering through it.
The teacher was right next to her and behind her.
Imagine this. You're in class, and you're okay. And you just hear this from behind. Okay, time to start the lesson.
I would have socked her.
Right in your ear.
I would have socked her. I don't care if it's a teacher.
Break head, hope it's all in her face. Teacher.
Hold up.
Face right here. Teacher, I got a question. Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
She right behind you. Teacher.
Trying to disrespect you.
Mm-hmm.
Mama,
Please don't
look.
start over.
Look, she right behind you. Teacher. Oh, you behind. I'm sorry.
I'm doing that a lot.
So,
Always starting over.
what other classes did you have? Because mine are my view of things is a lot different than your view of things.
She asked to say when we wrote the stuff down, she asked a few people to say their encounter, and no one really had anything. So she was like, okay, well, if not, you can just say something that you think you felt mistreated in.
This class, I feel mistreated in this class by your loud, squeaky, muffled voice and you're 2 foot tall.
Yeah, you screaming in my ear. I'm deaf because of you.
No.
It's like I have to use sign language. It's like, can you please speak? Someone else uses sign language. Translate it. It just goes on and on. It's like, whatever, we're going to continue. We done wasted half a minute. I mean, not half a minute, half an hour.
She said that, and someone asked her a question, and he was being serious, and she goes, so you're trying to be funny in this class?
What was the question?
Wait.
I forgot what the question was,
Wait.
but she just called him up and goes, so you're trying to be funny in this class?
I don't like this teacher.
That's not even your teacher.
Exactly. That's the worst part. When the substitute
No,
comes.
that's the best part.
What you mean?
Because you don't have her as a teacher.
Oh, yeah, true.
Baby, happy you don't. Wait.
Yeah, but other
You
people
and
have
Tony
to deal
can
with
switch
that.
their places. How about that?
That woman don't come back.
That's I
Is
think
that a substitute?
no, I think that's a
No,
dyslexic
she
teacher.
works there, but
She's not
Oh,
a
golly.
teacher, though. But
No.
she's not a teacher.
she's one of the people who help you if like you're
She's like-
dyslexic or something.
She's like one
Oh,
of
okay.
the office people.
Yeah, and Manuel's part of that class, so his ears are bleeding.
Yeah, one of those teachers.
Them po kids. You in your ears. Plus them other po shattered
See, I
ears.
was trying to do the method I learned in Miss Jones' class,
What?
where you can muffle people out if you do something, but it didn't really work because her voice pierced through that.
I'm trying the hardest.
It's like.
See, I was about to just put my hands over my ears, but I knew she was gonna say something about it.
No, next time do it. And tell her why you doing it.
My class ain't really that exciting. Besides the fact that there are some really retarded people in there.
We couldn't read the story, and everyone was hoping that we could.
So
Y'all didn't get a chance to?
Yeah, with her, we didn't read it.
Mr. Gill's health class.
Those brought you home, gave me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about marinating them tonight and something.
Yay!
What? Why?
Wipe my